Okay, I'm going to get started. We're here. I'm not doing this on Facebook. We're transitioning. Make sure, just because you never know when technology is going to take some of the resources that I use to reach out to you. So make sure you've got it on your calendar. If you want to attend classes, you can go to travis.coach, www.travis.coach, to get access to our class schedule. And depending on your level of access, you'll see, like, partners get all access, so they can see everything on the schedule. So it's dependent upon your access. So Travis.coach will keep you in the loop about stuff just in case the text messaging or the emails fail. We are on a really moving faster now towards this for-profit model that will not adversely impact anybody's membership. But I will be taking a lot of these live sessions and using them elsewhere. That doesn't mean that you still won't get the free mentoring. In fact, I've got to go do other things so that I can keep paying people to do the free mentoring. So you'll still get free mentoring, and I'm thinking that I'll go live once or twice a week for the entire Shabola family. The rest of that live time is going to be one-on-ones, is going to be the Thrive program, and for our partners. I just got to do it that way. And I've did 2 a day so long every single day that some folks are going to feel like I'm taking something away, but I'm not. Those were always something I wanted to do as a bonus anyway, just to be there for you, but you'll still get the mentoring, etc. Lots of questions about the new partner feature, the meal planning based upon your favorites, and the photo recognition that's coming along well. We're testing it and training the model every day. Then you get the exclusive partner class today at 12:30. We'll do that. You get the progressive exercise system. We've improved it this week. It's a little easier to navigate from a phone than it was before. So lots of good stuff going on. And we just want all of our partners to know today how much we appreciate you for going with us on this journey. You are our advisory board, so to speak. We thank you. I know Teresa, right? Teresa's a great partner. Appreciate all that you do. And she is so right. So sad for those that don't try. And that's the number one thing that we hear is the reason people leave. They sign up, they go and look at the website, and they leave. I mean, they're done in 5 minutes. It's just, it looks like too much to them. It is not. It's really easy. You wouldn't want a program that didn't include tons of variety and tons of education. And I mean, why would you, when people say simple is best, they've never been in my shoes. Or when they say less is best, we're living in a day and time. If you don't give people something new every day, maybe even 2 and 3 times a day, they gone. It is TikTok mentality, baby. It is TikTok mentality. So I have to acquiesce to that and keep things fresh and new and up to date and cutting edge. And that's what we're doing. So with that said, notepads ready. We're going to do some work today. Cheers, everyone. A little happy juice for our journey. First thing I want to talk about, well, what we're going to discuss during the whole session. And then the first thing we're going to talk about is faith. We're going to talk about the 4 pillars of faith. Does anyone know what the 4 pillars of faith are according to Shabola? Tammy, give them correctly. Number 1 is faith. Can you do anything? Can you be successful in any endeavor without faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Think about the scales. You hope for, you're working for it. Faith without works is dead. Let's pause on that for a minute. A lot of people say, I have the faith. I have the faith in God. I have it. but there's no works behind the faith. If your faith is lacking, this one may get me stoned too. This one may get me stoned too. I think if you'll search your heart and ask the Holy Spirit within, you'll get the same answer I got. If you could only choose one, the faith or the works, the faith or the works. Now, I'm not talking about this as it relates to God. Let me backpedal. Faith, Abel had faith. Cain worked. Cain failed. Yes. Abel had the faith. Cain had the works. Cain's offering wasn't received of God. We're not talking about faith in Christ. That's a no-brainer. If you don't have faith in God, then you forget it. But I'm talking about if you've got the faith that you can lose weight and you don't do anything about it, that faith is dead. Yes? If you could only have one, let's say that you could work towards losing weight, but you had no faith that it was going to work, but somehow, some way you made yourself do it. Would you lose weight? Because you had no faith, but you were working your tail off, would you lose weight? Yes. Even with zero faith in yourself and in that you could lose weight, if you worked your tail off, you'd lose weight. Now, as you begin to lose weight, would you develop more faith? Yeah. Faith it until you make it. Now, what if you put them together? Faith, even when there's no evidence that things are working, faith in the unseen hand, faith in yourself, and you work really hard. That's the combination. The first pillar of faith, or the first pillar of wellness, a true transformation, has got to be faith. One of the things that you can do, and I won't stay on this because we've spent so much time on it the last 2 weeks, you can come up with a strong why. You can write down your values. Let's do that quickly. What do you value in life? What do you value? What are your values? Hard work, family. So Jesus, honesty, family. You value these things, right? What else do you value? Look, being overweight is a value issues because I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Remember, I was over 300 pounds. If you're overweight, it's that you're not living up to your values. Being a light, witnessing to God, a witness, friendships. What else do you value? Do you value your health? Yeah. What else do you value? How honest are you with yourself? Do you value, honestly, don't be real with yourself. Do you value money and security? Do you value that? People that say no, it's funny. They always want more of it. It's hard to be honest with ourselves, isn't it? I didn't ask you, what do you think that you should value? I didn't ask that question. I asked, what do you truly value? And Darla says something interesting we've been teaching on. She says, I don't value myself. Understand that if you don't value yourself, I'm talking to all of us, if you don't value and love yourself, you don't value others you don't value and love others very much either. See, this is Bible. If you think, it hurts to hear, but if you think about this right, you can only love and value others up to the capacity to love and value yourself you have. What's another one? These are good ones. These are good. We'll go on and put money. Some people value money. Now, we want to enhance our relationship with all of these, with our health, Jesus. We want to be more honest. We want to value our family more. We want to witness for God better. Now, let's stop. If you're overweight, I don't know if you are or not, according to your tables, your height weight chart is all that matters, not the one on the internet. If you lost weight, would it improve all of these areas of your life if you lost weight? Let's accept that. Now, what gets people in trouble? FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Everybody here at some point in time is determined that they're going to lose weight and they're doing great, but then fear of missing out. Somebody's eating something that you can't have, a restaurant, something. You feel like you're going to miss out on something. What is the foods that you hate missing out on? Pepsi. I love my Pepsi. I don't want to miss out on my sugary Pepsi. Cake. I don't want to miss out on my cake. Frappes. Chips. Pizza. Now, I want you to notice something. Fresh baked breads. I want you to listen. Did y'all see how much easier this list was? Donuts. Y'all almost got excited. I bet some of you wet your britches. I bet some of you squirted out a little pee-pee. You're so happy to talk about food. Some of you going to have to change your drawers because you got so tickled talking about Pepsi Cola and frappes and tater chips. Kay says the unexpected yummy food on the menu. Did you see how that just free flowed out of you? Ice cream. Look at the emojis. Look at the happy emojis. You got happy faces, laughing faces. Now, when we talked about your values, Linda gave a good little emoji, but there wasn't a lot of joy up there, and it took a while to talk about the values. Did you notice I had to coax your values out of you? This is important. So, true confession is good for the soul. You can't heal until you address where you're at. You have to know where you're at as a person, as a mind, body, and spirit to make any changes. You cannot lie to yourself. What you're saying, what you're saying is, these are the things I ought to value. And if you value something, should you be thinking about those things? Should you be trying to improve those things? Should they just roll off your tongue because you're so focused on them? With your why, with your vision tracker, with your my vision for my life? Those things we tell you to work on and put on the fridge, put on the wall, put on the nightstand. But yet, you say you value these things, but these things over here, you're having a ball thinking about. So you tell me, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth eats. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth eats. You tell me what you truly value right now. If you're honest, you don't even have to tell me. We all know. Your values are not, if you really value something, do you show it? Think about this deeply for a minute. That's part of our problem. We never have time or make time to think about things deeply. You may attach some value to these things, but you attach more value to these things. Because never yet has anyone lived that has not loved themselves. And what has happened here is these things, money, you probably think you won't ever have very much. Jesus, when you're walking in the flesh, you can't feel, see, or touch, and he can't give you a hug unless you're in the spirit. Honesty, that's something most of the time we attach pain to, because we're being honest when most people would lie about something. It's not like it's something that gives you joy. Family, you usually feel like they're taking and you're giving. Witness, that's a good one. Teresa did good with that one. She does witness. I've seen her do it. What about the rest of us? Friendships, do we really value them? Our health, obviously we don't value our health. Obviously we don't. Because this isn't like you caught a virus and you don't have any, except for the excusitis virus. This isn't like we caught a virus and we have nothing that we can do about it. This is all by choice. We have chosen to make food our legacy in life rather than put it in its proper place in our life. And we come over here, man, don't let me miss out on a Pepsi Cola, a piece of red velvet cake, a frappe, some chips, some pizza. And by the way, can I have a soda pop, an approved soda pop on Cibola? I literally have people scolding me for drinking Happy Juice, but they're probably drinking 30 grams of sugar 5 times a day in a can of Coke. Hey, diet sodas do not taste nasty. They only taste nasty because you're used to the syrupy, sugary. If you ever switch to a Diet Coke for 2 or 3 months, you will not be able to ever drink another Coke. It'll taste disgusting to you. Cake. We have a chocolate cake in the recipe library now that would work. Frappes, we can make that work. Chips, are there any approved chips? Yes. Pizza, is there approved pizza? Yes. Can I have French fries? Cooked the right way. So we're sitting here overweight because we value things. This list here, we value things. We attach so much value to them. Somebody told me yesterday, I'm really disappointed that y'all went up to $97 for a year. Really disappointed. I had saved up my money. I said, well, it's still $57. It hadn't changed on the website. Yeah, but I want it for $37. That same person, reckon how much they spend on fast food and junk food per month. So what we're saying is we value instant gratification. We value pleasure 24/7. And we don't see how working hard and abstaining is going to give us a better life and more pleasure in the future. So we're like Esau, we sell out our birthright and our blessing over a freaking candy bar. So what we're saying out our mouth is not really what's in our heart. How do we change that? All I can do is tell you how I've begun to change. Number one, my faith in Christ conforms me daily. I improve daily. I have a huge why, and I've got it posted on the wall. I've got it in the bathroom. I've got it on my phone. I saturate my mind with those things instead of thinking about food all day like I used to. I used to get up and I was, what am I going to eat for breakfast? What am I going to eat between breakfast and lunch? What am I going to eat between lunch and dinner? What am I going to eat for dinner? What am I going to eat after dinner? Do we have any popcorn? Do we have any butter and salt? Put on the popcorn. Do I have a Coca-Cola? That's all that I thought about. It was my life. Now, how did that manifest itself? 300 plus pounds, high blood pressure medicine, acid reflux, high cholesterol medicine, type 2 diabetes medicine, depression medication, poor relationships because I had a poor one with myself. Wasn't worth it. You've got to stop, take inventory of where you're at mentally and see what's in your heart. We got to come to the Lord and say, help my unbelief. That's acceptable to do. So if we're going to truly change, we got to work on faith. Next, nutrition. You have to have a sound nutritional system if you're going to be successful. Now, we tell folks to go through Fast Track. Less than 10% of the people that sign up for our program, less than 10% ever go through Fast Track. The people losing weight here, they went through the easy Fast Track system. They earn their Fast Track badge and they journal. A little more than half of you have earned your Fast Track badge, a bigger number because y'all do come to class. So our nutrition is simple. We live out daily disciplines. We drink our water. We journal. We control insulin by eating the right food combinations or eating approved foods. Big difference. We combine whole foods, but with the processed foods, we have to see if they fit our nutritional calculations so that they control insulin. You eat in the right portion. You eat up to 3 eating episodes a day. 1's fine, 2's fine, 3's fine. You don't have a 4th unless you're really in jeopardy of having a holiday because you're stressed out. And then you eat on a portion control plate, or you eat an approved prepackaged item. Timing. You try to get in a minimum of a 12-hour fast a day, including sleep. And then hopefully you optimize your program in time by getting up to a 16-hour fast a day. And you bless the name of the Lord at all times. You have an attitude of gratitude. That's our Fast Track system. The Journey system, we learn about intermittent fasting. We learn about calories and macros. and we learn about clean eating. Tiger's Eye, we learn about leveling up our fasting, leveling up our exercise. So we got the faith, and then we start incorporating Fast Track and Journey, the nutrition components. Now, those of you that have done that for any length of time, how has it worked out for you? When you have perfect days and you eating right, and you have 6 or less holidays a month, how does this program work out for you? Sharon says it works out amazingly, very, very well. The weight falls right off. Feel better. So we're up to the second pillar of wellness, the faith. Now a good nutritional program. And most of you are saying when you do it, you feel better. Does the food taste good? And is there enough variety? We have to assess that, because if the program says you can only eat Nutrisystem meals, is that going to be successful? If the program says you can never eat meat again, is that going to be successful? If the program says you can never eat plants again, is that going to be successful? If the program says you can never eat carbs again, is that going to be successful? So, do we have a successful approach that you could live a lifetime with? Plenty of off days, grace days, and plenty of variety, plenty of celebratory days built in so that I can hog trough it. Now, I'm asking open-ended questions. I'm certain there's somebody that doesn't feel like it works, but most of us do, right? And we don't find it difficult. What if you had to buy vacuum sealed meals and microwave them to lose weight? Isn't that what is out there? That kind of stuff. So far, the faith, the good nutrition program, is that difficult? It's not difficult, is it? If you think that it's difficult, the action of doing these things is difficult, then we have to really look at our life point of view. There's a reason when life was difficult in the United States during the Depression. Do you see overweight people in those pictures? What we have ourselves here is not difficulty. It's right the opposite. The easy life we have, the abundant lives we have, has caused us to have a difficult life. An easy life, a day-to-day, an easy life will end up yielding a very hard life from a health and wellness standpoint. You have to get up each day and know that you being disciplined in your eating behavior, doing things even on the days you feel lethargic and don't feel like doing it or just don't care, that having structure and having boundaries that you surrender to is life-changing stuff. Will give you an easier life. Next, the third pillar of wellness, exercise. Exercise. Once you start feeling better, you might feel like doing more and you might feel like exercising. And this is what can tone our body, reshape our body. We always recommend that everyone who's not already exercising begin with walking. if you are following our nutritional principles and you're controlling insulin and you're in a calorie deficit, every step you take burns approximately 4% of 1 calorie. That adds up fast because it's just a step. And it's coming out of here. Every day you can watch, this is a pound of fat. Every day you can watch another chunk. Doom, doom, doom. You can go out there and just walk it off. Listen to your Bible. Get your heart rate in the right target heart rate zone. And then as long as you'll go, you're just walking that fat off. All that stored energy that's on the body from the times that we ate in a surplus, now we're in a calorie deficit. We're controlling the fat storage hormone. We got it out of the way. Now we're in a calorie deficit and we're walking, and it's just, that's right, flaking off. Pew, 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 pew. Gone. Dissipating as heat, being used up as energy. Every single hour, you're burning about 400 calories if you're briskly walking. That means you're losing in 1 hour. Good gracious. Think about this. In 1 hour, you're losing 1/9 of 1 pound of fat. Every time you go for a walk, you're losing almost this much from my fingers up. Think about that for a minute. Let that soak in. If your nutrition's on point, every time you go for an hour walk, you're losing this much chunk from something. So every week, just walking an hour a day, you get rid of 1 more of these. It's the easiest thing in the world once you get this right. Then you want to work out with weights, you want to lift weights, you want to tone, you want to strengthen. Start with body weight exercises. We've got some great ones in the partner section. Push-ups, squats, burpees, fantastic ones. Crunches, you can modify them for your fit level, and it starts you with a routine. Look at this, y'all. I don't know why more people aren't doing this. It drives me crazy. I'm sorry. I know I get on people's nerves saying, I don't know why, but I just know how life-changing putting these 4 pillars together would be if I could get you to do it. So when I go to dashboard, and partner workouts, it's the easiest thing in the world. Easiest thing in the world. Hey, do I have any partners here right now? I got to work out anyway. I'm probably biting off more than I can chew. I'd be willing to test it for a week to see. If I went through these routines like a beginner with you, if I just said, okay, I'm a beginner. If I went through them with you and sent you a workout every day, would you do it? Y'all tell me yes, and then you don't. But look how easy it is. So let me be a beginner for a minute. I was a beginner. You would do it for 1 week. So let's do the squat. Now, I'm not saying we do the workout at the same time. I'm saying because there's no way, I'm working so much right now, but I could video record my workout and then put it in an email and say, here's the workout for the day. But look at how easy this is. Here's my squats. let's say that I did 27 squats, body weight squats, and that was all I could do. Now, when I go to squats, it has now programmed me a workout. My workout for today on squats is to do 8 and rest, 10 and rest, 8 and rest, 8 and rest, 10 and rest. So I complete it, confirm the day, it puts it in my journal for me. The next time I come in and click squats, the repetitions went up. Loretta, you can do them. You can. I want to hear, tell me why you can't do them. What is in your mind and heart? We've got to overcome can't. We focus on what we can do and not on what we cannot do. Why can't you do them, sis? Now watch. I go through it, boom, I completed another workout. Yeah, y'all don't worry about it. I won't send anything. I don't have enough people that would do it. 10, 13, 10, 8, and 8, it goes up, and I'm getting stronger. Now, I'm in a calorie deficit. You can't move your legs. Could you do upper body stuff, though? Could you take 2 cans of peas and do some arm circles? Could you do some curls with those peas? We can do something. That's the thing. Many of us do have mobility issues or disabled, but you can do something. The devil's trying to get you to do nothing, but you can do something. If you're in a wheelchair, can you wheel down to the mailbox and wheel back up? I was on crutches when I ruptured my Achilles. Doctor told me not to do it, but I could do it. People laughed at me. I went to the beach, and on crutches, I would get 4 miles in. I was used to getting 10 miles, but I would go on my crutches for 4 miles, 2 miles one way and 2 back. I'd have to rest because my armpits would get sore, but dadgummit, I did it. When we all have excuses, and I have tons of them, when we all have excuses, we're inexcusable. We have the Holy Spirit in us. We're inexcusable. When we make excuses, what we're saying is, I need to be able to look in the mirror and feel good about my lack of effort. I'm going to drop the mic on that one. And I know what I'm talking about. I'm your brother. I'm your brother, and I do it too. You can always do more than you think you can do. Hold on one second. And it's okay not to want to do it. Bear with me just a second. I want to say something else about that, and I'm going to show you a video. An entire landing. I want you to listen. It's okay. Are y'all listening? Have I been talking too long? It is okay to say, I don't care and I don't want to do it. But see, that's truth. When you lie and you know you're lying, it really affects your self-confidence, your self-esteem. When I make up tall tales to make myself feel better about my lack of effort, I'm actually diminishing my faith in my future potential. If I don't want to exercise, what sounds better? Watch. What you tell me, you listen to me like I have to listen to people. Listen. Well, I want to, but I can't. I have this problem. Or does this sound better? I'm not going to do it. I just don't want to do it. I need to, but I don't want to, so I'm not doing it. Which one sounds better? Which one sounds more powerful? I just don't want to do it. That sounds more powerful. I'm in control. But when you say, I want to, but I can't do it, we're sounding like the man that kept trying to get in the pool at Bethsaida. Have y'all not watched that, The Chosen? I just started watching it. And that man is at the pool. I mean, it's perfect in line with the Gospels. There's that man at the pool. He said, every time the angel would trouble the waters, I could get my healing, but you got to be the first one in, and I can't get in, and nobody will help me in. And here comes Jesus, and he said, what's your problem? And the man said, well, I can't get in the water. Nobody will help. He said, you don't need that pool. You just need me. And the man said, no, I need that water to trouble that. Jesus said, you just need me. Take up your bed and walk. When will you take up your bed and walk? I want you to watch this and then stop the excuses, please. I haven't even seen this one. I'm sorry if there's any profanity in it. I just know the guy.
You are worth more than diamonds. All the diamonds in the world. You are so precious. Every single one of your hearts. You can do something. Not just something that you can do, but you can live life. Life is not always good. Life is always not rosy. But life is worth living when you find purpose. Nick, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know. My parents want me to do this. My teachers want me to do that. My friends think that I should do this, and I don't know what to do. And you're torn, man. You don't know what to do. You have to make important decisions, man. You don't know what to do. Who do you believe? Follow your heart. If that's who you want to be, if that's what you want to do in life, then walk to it. One day at a time. That phone might feel so far away. In fact, it might seem impossible for you to reach that. Let's say that phone was all the way at the back of the room. How am I going to get off this table? I can't. How am I going to get there? I can't. But I want you to know that nothing is impossible. And if it is impossible for your dreams to come true, let's say you want to become a pilot and you can't be a pilot for some reason, maybe your eyesight or maybe your height. I know somebody who couldn't be a pilot. They're doing something now that they actually love to do. See, all things come together for the good. That's how it is in my life. You see, there's nothing good about having no arms, no legs, is there? No. If I, click my fingers, metaphorically speaking, and your arms and legs disappeared, do you think you'd be happy with me? Arms of your brothers and sisters, and like push them down, and see how long it's going to take them to get back up. You know what I mean? You can tell them that you'll see them tomorrow. You know what I mean? But this is the thing. It should be impossible for me to get back up, but it's not. You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. Does that make sense? And it's not the end. And just the fact.
What is your excuse? What is your excuse? Take back your power and say, I want to do it and I'm going to do it and nothing is going to stop me. Or say, I don't want to do it and I'm not going to do it. Both are powerful statements. To say, I want to do it, but I can't. Shame. I don't believe in shaming people. Only shame people that know better. Only shame people that know better. I try not to judge anyone, but I catch myself judging religious leaders. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They should know better than to sit up there and talk about somebody ought to sow into me $1,000 right now and you'll be blessed. They ought to know better than that stinking crap. But we also should feel a little shame when we know better and we just keep saying something and doing something over and over. There's a big difference between ignorance and stupidity. I had a teacher tell me one time, she said, Travis, you're not ignorant, you're stupid. And I said, same thing, right? She said, no, ignorance would be okay because you didn't know any better. You know better. So you're being stupid. Thank God, God loves us in our ignorance and in our stupidity. But if you want a better life, you're going to have to change some things you're doing. And more importantly, you're going to have to change some things you're thinking. Me too. I'm not speaking powerfully and positively enough. Your words are beyond potent and powerful in Jesus. I can do it or I don't want to do it. Not this other stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. That's weak excuses. How many of you want a better life here today? Healthier life. How many of you know that health is the true wealth? How many of you know rich people who've got millions of dollars, but they don't have their health and they're miserable? Take back your power today. The fourth pillar of wellness, I'll let you go so I can get ready for the partner class at 12:30. One of our team members accidentally canceled the 12:30 session today. It is not canceled. We are having our exclusive partner class today. The one that was meant to be canceled was tonight's 8 p.m., but we will have the 12:30 partner class. And I got to go get ready for it. The last pillar of wellness, it's overlooked. Efficient. If you're putting forth effort and you want efficient results, you've got to supplement. Because when you're in a calorie deficit, you can lose weight without supplementation. I stand by that. But if you're not filling in the nutrient deficiencies you have, because you started the program nutrient deficient, now you're taking in less calories than you need, and you're definitely going to prop up that already nutrient deficiency. Your body has to have all those micronutrients to create the right chemical reactions to efficiently burn fat. You can lose fat without any supplements. But when you supplement, you'll get a more efficient result. You'll have more energy during a calorie deficit. You'll have better appetite control because you're getting nutrition. And our food supply here in the United States is the worst it's ever been, getting worse by the day. The nutrient, we have an abundance of food, but it's nutrient depleted food. And we have things on the store shelves here that's illegal in other countries. A lot. I'll say that again and let that soak in. We have mass merchandise food that you know the brand names of on our shelves in our grocery stores that's illegal in other civilized, modernized countries. It's horrible. We're like sheep being led to the slaughter. So you better get in the nutrition that your body needs to fire right. And of course, I recommend you do one of that you like, your own vitamin, or you can take our recommendations. And anytime someone wants to tell me what their goals are, their specific goals, and wants me to give them a supplementation plan, I will. Then you can go with our line of products, or you can go to GNC and say, here's the types of supplements I need to be on, and buy them from them. But you need to be the first two pillars of wellness, look good in your clothes. All four pillars of wellness, look good naked. You get to decide. All right. Any questions for me today before I go? I was hard on y'all today. What is it? What's up with me this week? I've been mean to everybody. It's terrible, Travis. I've been yelling and fussing. And did everybody get their grocery store stuff today? It's dripping. So if you signed up for it late in the day, you'll get it late in the day. Did some of y'all get it? The grocery store stuff, is it helping, or is there something else you want to see in it? You're my advisory board. You tell me. So it's got something in it that might help you. Okay. I hope so. I hope so. Anybody else? As always, thank you, Joni. Thank you, Tammy. Yes, all of our classes are recorded, Lisa, and they're put in the video library. Anytime you need somebody to show you, just go to the website, myshaboth.com, and usually Joni's there answering questions, but it's in your video library. We record every single class, and now we're even sending it out. We're really worried that we're pestering y'all, but we know that people weren't watching the stuff. So we're sending out class notes daily. Did y'all get your class notes yesterday? Okay. Always check your promotion folder, your spam folder. Awesome. Okay, everybody, I enjoyed being with you. Don't forget, we've got partner class at 12:30 today. And I look forward to seeing our partners in that exclusive partner class where we smaller groups, so we get to know each other better. It's kind of cool. And we'll see you then, okay? Bye, everybody. God bless.